Hi Libra, if you'd like to come on in and have a seat for some symbolic support, my name is Steph. Earlier in the month, I created an ink blot made in your name and essence, and we are going to flip it for perspective possibilities. We'll add on tarot and oracle, and as well we have ghost tube here kicking for any audio additions that may further inspire or irritate, so please do receive or release freely. Libras, I'm going to take a moment to open up. You're welcome to join me, or you can fast forward through a few moments whenever you're ready. Taking a nice big breath, closing the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush, activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support in the name and honor of the Libra Collective. Libras, as always, thank you so much for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights and allowing me to be a guest in your aura here in mid to end of January. Let's go. You know the drill. If you see, sense, or feel anything, please follow that first. Feel well to comment below. We also have some oracle cards and an angel number that came out we'll take a look at. And the lighting is all weird today, so I'm just going to let it be. Shadows and shine. We'll let it be. Libra. Feel very protective over something. Something bigger here. Protecting something smaller here. I'm also seeing a dress. It looks like it's one of those dresses with an apron. Could have somebody in spirit, mother, grandmother, different generation. It's a different generation. And you might even have like an affinity. Okay, different generation. For some, if you have somebody in spirit, like a mother figure, grandmother figure, auntie, something along that lines. Definitely feminine in nature. They might have been a light worker, working with the light. For others, in this rabbit hole that's stepping forward, for simplicity's sake, I'll say past life. And you might have an affinity for said kind of time for the decor, maybe certain clothing that they wore. Like maybe you just have a flair for vintage or a particular kind, Art Deco or something like that. That's what's coming through anyway. That's how I'm seeing it. But there's also something about cooking. And it could be part and parcel of this creation that you're protecting. Protecting. It is helping. It's something I'm creating with these sacral, almost like hearts down here. But I'm seeing it as patches. It's like it's like that. Is it Japanese or I think it's Japanese. Forgive me if I'm wrong. And they put the gold in things that are broken to make it more valuable. For this, I feel like it's softer things. So textiles again. But even maybe the skin, somebody might have gotten stitches, or there's clothing I'm repairing with patches. So like jeans or whatever the case is. And you're creating patches, not literally per se. For some, of course, maybe if that is your jam. For others, it's like being able to see an opportunity of something that appears broken, but it's just a gateway to consider moving around what would be, okay, so now I'm seeing like a lake, or like I'm heading in this direction, go north, I hear, go north. So I start to head north, and then as I'm like straight north, I'm focused, and then I come towards like this pond or this pool, and I'm like, do I just go through it, or do I go around it? And it's kind of like that's, the patch of your heart, maybe if you've been going through something, or creating something and you hit an obstacle, but I'm seeing it as an opportunity, and it actually is quite a large opportunity. Sorry, I forgot my eyes were closed and I got right in there, because how I'm seeing this is it's like through here. I can go through here, and I'm seeing it as a sleeping cap. Again, very different generation, but that's fine. A sleeping cap. So it could be something in your dreams, your subcon, that you're working through things in the subconscious state. I'm also seeing scaffolding. For others, that might be building something very high up, or renovating something, doing something that requires scaffolding. Okay, I'm just going to note because it's what I'm seeing here. So for some, you might be renovating a home, even your own home, holistic house, your human house. But for some, I'm seeing like you might be digging some sort of land or property or renovating, some sort of construction. Maybe you're in construction and there's an energy there. And it's kind of like that saying, like when you're renovating a home, it can somewhat stir things up. So you might be dealing with that. Okay. Also, for those that are in construction, it's like you're aware that something about the land you're working with or on, and it kind of feels a little upset that it's been woken up. We have here the nature card stepping 35. Forward. Okay, see, there's like that patch. Okay, nature, even digging up earth. Maybe you're having to remove some trees. There's something about this like construction that's coming through. All right, let's keep going here. Let's keep going. If you've patched up your heart or are going through a grieving process, I send you a hug. I understand, haunted hearts. But I feel like that light there of spirit is shining on you, with you. There it is there. There it is there. I'm also seeing somebody who might decorate with crackling paint, like making things look older than they are, something along that lines. Again, it's also like an old building or an old, just redecorating your house. I don't know what it is. It doesn't have to be old. Maybe it's just outdated. Maybe some sort of illusion has been updated. I'm also seeing some sort of, like pampering. There's a pampering going on, like a spa day. A spa day. When I see the apple, risk and reward, but if you see, sense, or feel anything, please follow that first versus my yammerings, but I appreciate the space being held. I want to actually play, and I've actually drawn from our other perspective, so be sure to check out your playlist, or I'll tag the video, or tag your playlist at the end. I've drawn that in, but there's yellow there, and the way I'm seeing the yellow is like in a golden delicious, Jason, taking a bite out. Taking a bite out of something. Okay, and then I want to come into this orange. Sorry, that's very bright. And protection's coming through. Do you know what it makes me feel like, Libras? I feel as though, I'll just say it. I feel as though I'm being watched. For some in one rabbit hole, it's like that haunted feeling of like a haunted house residual energy, because I'm, and I feel like I just want to have a conversation with the house, the energy of the house, the wards of the home, whatever the case may be. Introduce myself, explain what's happening. It's not a competition for rights to reserve in the realities that are coexisting. And for the other rabbit hole that's coming through, I feel as though I'm being watched by those in spirit that have passed on. So those in the afterlife aura, and they've passed on. And I think I should get like a creepy feeling, because it's like I'm seeing things out of the corner of my eye, or I'm like, did I see that orb? Did I see that spark, that light? Also, like one of those things of like when you're walking down the street and street lights, or driving, and street lights turn on and off, people turn and look at you. And I feel like those are all symbols and synchronicities from spirit. And it could be somebody that had passed from a heart attack. And you've got aliens here. So, again, it's one of those things of I inherently want to be like, should I be scared because I'm seeing these things? But I feel like it's family. I do. I feel like it's family. And you have that here with the protection. Like it is family, and it might be part of your lineage or your line, because it's bringing me right into Halloween time. It's like when the veil is the thinnest, and any sort of illusions, you're moving through quite swiftly is how I'm hearing it, swiftly. But then also like I'm coming back up here and down here of the housekeeping. Whether you're renovating, redecorating, whatever the case may be, or you've just brought something. Oh, and it almost flew to my mind. Oh, it was the Swiffer. You know, like that Swiffer duster thing? Something along that lines. Like just dusting. Oh, you almost want to take off there. We also have here the veil, trick or treat, mischief, and play. Yeah, see, there's something going on in the house, in someone's house. And it may not be for all Libras. Maybe it's, again, it could be your holistic heart, your holistic nature, the houses of your being, and whatever work you may or may not be doing. Like maybe you've had to put a project off because there's some sort of spirit activity. But I feel like a conversation can go a long way. For some, it's children. For this other larger construction plot of land you're getting ready to build or something along that lines, I feel like having a gesture, maybe somebody come in to bless the land,
Stop recording.
something along that lines. For others, it's children that are playing with you, And there could be a question too, for some Libras, in regards to your future, whatever the future concept means to you. I feel as though you're, okay, how do I say that? I'm not blind, because I'm seeing those, is it those monkeys, like hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil, something along that lines. I'm not ignoring it. And I know I'm not ignoring it. But I'm not afraid. Okay. I'm not afraid. Okay. So you have here owl, wise seeing, wise action, smoke and prayers, and then spells, alchemy. If any of those imageries stand out to you and inspire you. See, I kind of want to wave myself like this, like, oh my. And so again, somebody else might have a mother, again, that feeling, or grandmother stepping forward to help you alchemize it. Whatever it is you're creating as well, I want to come back down to the ink plot. Whatever this larger energy is, protecting whatever this creation is coming into fruition. The alchemy is there. There's those candles again. It is being, I'm going to say it cheesily, it's being divinely protected. But there's something about rest also coming through, or relaxation with, and I know it said illusions, but that's not that. The hydromancy, working with water. Maybe you're working with flower spirits. You could be working with scents. So, because I'm seeing lavender. It's all standing out, lavender. Something about relaxing into it. Whatever words or prayers that you're putting into whatever you're creating. Because this spell of alchemy, where are you? Is helping to reveal whatever this red is around the eyes. It creates the veil and it releases the veil. That's how I'm hearing that. And then when I come into the owl of wise seeing, wise action, I want to like plop them right in there. And then see, as soon as I did that, it's like, Libras, it's like that. Yeah. I don't know how else to say that. It feels fun. But it's in that, I feel like I'm being watched feeling. And you are being watched by some sort of guidance. Also, you could keep it very realistic in the tangible realm. Keep an eye out on, check your apps, check your phones, or online. Maybe you've got somebody that is smitten with you, or keeping an eye on you from a corporate perspective or professional perspective, something along that lines. Yeah, because there's ears here. Now I'm seeing these ears. Okay, I'm seeing somebody on their device here. So, maybe even go through, clean out your contacts, your blockings, your unblockings, whatever the case may be. For some, there might be sleepwalking that's happening. And maybe you don't know, or something along that lines.
32.
Okay, so I'm seeing, I'm going to say spirit, because I don't know what's spirit of. Someone, something, an energy entity, but it is pure white. But I'm seeing this like a tank, and it's pointed at this thing. So for some Libras, this might be, now if there's some sort of war within the self, It's in this crock pot, but I'm also seeing one of those like, I don't know what they're called, but like they have wax melt in them. Yep, I'm here. Hello. It's always so weird when it says my name. Wax melts. Again, scents. Something about scent or like a diffuser or something like that. But Libras, I have this feeling, this is not to take away from what you personally or individually may be going through or have gone through, of course, especially if anyone's working through grief, going through grief very acutely to, it happened a little bit ago, but it resurfaces every so often. Then there's also like an air of depression or melancholy stepping forward. And I want to note the importance of recognizing, or at least, where I'm at, it's winter. It's not summer. So it's okay to be very introspective here, and it doesn't have to be a warlike environment. It's just simply introspective to inspire the next season to come. For others, Libras, I feel like you're very sensitive to what's happening out in the world, collective energies. And it's like, how do you alchemize this?
Right.
Because I'm gonna put it in first person because that's how I'm feeling it is. How do I alchemize these rough and tumble energies? The way I perceive them from my compass, my point of view, more importantly, from, what's ethically, morally right to wrong, whatever the case is, but that's yours. And absolutely, that's how one navigates the energy to alchemize and to create things from it. Power is power. And if you're seeing something uncomfortable that you don't like, wish, or want, I understand. And I absolutely don't have any solutions. However, there is an inspiration to be like, but power is power. Because this is what I feel like in some way, shape, or form, in this whole cauldron, in this scent diffuser, in this wax melt, somehow you're filtering something out. And I think it's frequencies from the world. And that's not to say it should feel like a war within the self to claim that's the role, your energy is taking. That almost feels like a personalized suffering that is really serving something else. That's how it's feeling to me. But when I stand in the Libra energy, because now I'm seeing these, they're talking to each other while they're in this pot because they know there's some sort of alchemy that's going on. And yes, some power from the Libra perspective, which is important and it's powerful. By one's own perception and personal power, these concepts, not in a punishment, the energies of these things that I'm viewing, seeing, feeling, with my own personal power, put them in here. And I'm like, because I am perceiving it, I'm aligning with it in one way, shape, or form. It's going to serve something. And I am taking control, and I am adding a dash of this creative juice, because I'm seeing it now like orange juice, which is it's a happy scent. It tells your brain I'm happy. It is like lemon, citrus, lemons, grapefruits, oranges. They tell the brain I'm happy. And it's like can squeeze this in, whatever you're cooking up, and it transmutes this kind of cleaning, recalibration. It comes out. Thank you. You have the ability to make lemons into lemonade. Just a spoonful of sugar helps some medicine go down. Okay, let's take a look at your, I think you got a poker hand. Yeah, you got a poker hand here of oracle cards. So we have here Ursa Minor, consequences. Sorry.
Good morning.
And again, good morning. We have Helix, the Eye of God, protection. And I will bring these up so you can see them better over here, should they inspire your beautiful minds. Then you have distraction, Cancer constellation, bright star Vega, dynamism, sisterhood, Taurus. If you want to take those in, I'm going to take a moment here. I'm not going to forget about your angel card either. So this consequences brings me in all over here. Like this polar bear, this relaxation of the environment to receive. Everywhere you are receiving with the spirit of something. I don't know how else to say that. Person, place, or thing, energy, entity, herb, metal object. You have the ability to utilize something very earthly, emotionally, or energetically. But this feels as though I don't want to dole out consequences, but I'm not afraid. I don't know that that's the best way to say that, but hopefully you understand. But I'm also willing to defend my light. What I feel is right for me. Yes. Okay. And then with the helix, eye of God and protection. But you are protected through, to speak of this. I feel like we spoke of this, that you are very much so protected. And it's bringing me into like, especially in your spirit and subconscious states. Like when you go to sleep at night.
Light.
You see the world. You feel
Guilty.
the world. There's also somebody in spirit that passed. So they are in the afterlife. That was like your world. And they still see you. They protect you. They are your God right now. They are working with your God-like energy, whatever that means to you.
Hot.
The sisterhood. Could even be a sister in spirit. Could be working with two other people as well. Something about feeling very grounded and back at a spa. It doesn't have to be a physical spa. Maybe you're doing a spa day at home. Whether you're masculine, feminine, it doesn't matter. It's a pampering, it's a relaxation, and it's important to maintain your purity of light. So Libras, I feel like you guys are alchemizing a whole lot of spell work that is going on, not only maybe in your individual worlds or, that wanders out into the aura, 18 to 21 feet to your workplace, to your workforce, to your family. You're alchemizing a lot, and there's something that's being asked to remind you to take care of your purity of perception, because it like being in that scale space, right? To uphold the space that can measure things, whether that's ingredients or cut from some sort of cloth, that this maintains a certain purity. But that is actually, it's like the trunk of power in order for these two things to be weighed. I hope that makes sense to somebody. You're not being distracted by things.
Ray.
You're not being the lighting, I'm telling you today, like it's just ridiculous, but that's okay. You care. Okay. Thank you. So remember how, I think we were talking about it, like with the Japanese, when they placed the gold in there and it was the patches. Something's about to blow your mind. This feels matrixy as well. Maybe if you lean into the language of the matrix or the simulation, something's about to blow your mind. It's like somehow I can see your pre-conscious, conscious, subconscious all at the same time. And maybe this is how you operate. Maybe you see spirit and hear spirit. Spirit of whatever that is. Spirit of all things. Spirit of creation. Spirit of creation. It's like whatever you are creating. Sorry, I'm getting there. Whatever you are creating, it is from this perspective. Do you see what I'm saying? Your cauldron of sorts, your house, your pot to pee in. Somebody also could be creating a group, group space to talk, to do things. I don't know, maybe you're teaching each other how to sew or something, or again, I don't know what it is. I'm also going to note for some, I don't know if some of you, it's a sidebar. Maybe it's for one. It could have been part of a cult. Or polygamy, is that what it is? When there's like many like sister wives and one guy?
Singing.
Is what it is. That's what I'm seeing. Okay. I'm going to add on your angel card if you want to take a look with me. And Libras, if you haven't already, please do like, share, subscribe. You guys truly warm my haunted heart, and I feel so honored to be in your aura. And I always learn so much. So I love it. Thank you. Your angel card, 25. I am intelligent. Well, that's intelligent alchemy here. You have a great ability to take in and process information on both conscious and subconscious levels. Come on, we've been talking about this. This is incredible. I love it. Lure curiosity is endless, and your desire to dive deep into a variety of subjects will bring you an immense awareness of the world. We've talked about the world. I'm not going to recap it. Not nice. I'm not going to recap it, because if anyone's feeling anything different from I am intelligent, please know that you are cooking up your own. It's like somebody creating their own language. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I'm saying, like, you've created your own language with your siblings when you were growing up, or you've done something so that you can communicate with consciousness, with those in spirit. You've joined or gotten out of a cult, or some sort of relationship that had too many players for you. Whatever the case is, the way you're seeing it in the world, it's so wise. And when you're ready to take action, you will, and it will be better than it was before. Whatever it is that you decide to lay your hands upon, to create, because from even all the hauntings and whatnot, there is an understanding of respect of the residual energy. Thank you. Of the residual energy that may or may not be there, but it feels like a respect of generations. It feels like a respect of those before me and those who will come after me. Libras, thank you. Thank you for joining me. And until next time, thank you for scrying with me. Bye. Whew, that gave me chills. That was quite the read. Powerful stuff. So compassionate, but yet strong like bull.